Alrighty.
All set?
Yep.
Okay, I call tonight's meeting of the Dalton Select Board to order. Has things for us to sign.
We do have one check. Just one. And the other payroll is in there. You can look at it.
You can put your John Hancock on it.
We have a couple notices of intent to excavate. You actually, there's three. We have two yield tax warrants. signature on the first and the second page for that one.
We'll make a motion on this one, please. Make a motion that we approve and sign the 2 timber tax warrants.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You guys do both pages?
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
Second
And
page.
you reminded us too, we all forgot. Thing you're here to keep us straight.
And we have 2 excavation tax warrants to sign. I think it's just the second page.
Make a motion that we approve and sign the 2 excavation tax warrants. All in favor? Aye.
Did it again. I did that time. Or passed it off.
I usually have a second pen, but I don't have one tonight.
And I thought that Nancy was gonna be here tonight, but I haven't heard from her today. So we have the paperwork to move forward with investing $200,000 into a 6-month CD. It's a 3.63% rate with a 3.7 yield.
Yeah, because we made quite a bit last time we did that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did really well last time. So
And that's a 6 month, did you say?
6 month.
And we're doing pretty well for cash flow, right?
Yep.
So we.
Yep.
If we have something unforeseen.
Yeah, and if by chance, if something happens and we need to withdraw money early, we just have to give part of the interest back. So there's no
We're not
penalty.
losing any money. There's no
Nope.
penalty about.
No, there's no risk of losing the money.
Okay, and is this with
To some sick.
Sumsic?
Yep.
Basically the same thing we did before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thoughts, Warren? Any questions?
Sounds good.
Okay.
If this-
I make a motion that we authorize the treasurer to invest 200,000 in a 6-month CD.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Who seconded that? I'm sorry.
I did.
Thank you.
Just a one page.
Yes,
Signature.
just one page. I got meeting minutes. Meeting minutes from March 23rd.
That's the one we couldn't make it, right?
Correct. Yep. That was a working session in the public hearing. Make a motion that we approve the meeting minutes from March 23rd.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Non-public meeting minutes from the 23rd, 1 through 4.
Any edits? Do we want to handle these individually or collectively?
Cool.
I make a motion that we approve the non-working, excuse me, that we approve the non-public meeting minutes, numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 from March 23rd.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's all I have for signature until we get to other items that are being discussed.
I think I must have picked up my agenda in the stuff I gave back to
Okay.
you. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, boy. Do we have any update on the moisture on the floor?
No, I finally heard back from them and she said, well, he'll come out and do a moisture test. I'm like, we've already gone through that phase. He's said that he didn't think we needed a moisture test, that it was clear that it was moisture. So they have to wait until the ground saturation level goes down so that they can come out and seal everything to make sure everything is dry. So they'll have to pull the bad tiles up where we're having the issue, seal it, and then put new tiles down. I asked them, how much is this gonna cost us or is it not? And they haven't gotten back to me yet, so.
Seems like they should have done that before they put it down.
And I spoke with the guys when they were here doing the asbestos removal and prepping the floor, because I had gone out and bought in the big tubes, the stuff to seal any or fill any cracks in the foundation. And I told them that I went out and bought it and that to let me know when we could do it, because Adam was gonna come do it with the road guys. And he said, oh no, you don't have to worry about that. We prepped the floor. So I'm like, there's a part of me that wants to say, well, you guys prepped the floor. Did you not think that maybe
That
you
it
should have
needed to
done a
be sealed?
moisture test then?
And wouldn't you normally seal it if it's on concrete?
Not necessarily.
Okay, when I've done flooring in a basement,
Yeah, but we're
So
not
if-
in a basement.
well, that's true, but concrete slab is kind of like a basement. I've
Yeah,
put a moisture barrier.
yeah, I would have put something, but yeah, I haven't spoken to the owner again yet, so.
Okay. So basically, we're waiting for the frost to go out of the ground,
Yes,
for the warm and the moisture.
yes. So we'll probably be fighting with the school project schedule come summer,
Yeah,
but
okay. Do we have any updates on recycling at the transfer station?
no. Kyle was going to be here tonight and then he came this afternoon and said that he wasn't gonna be here. He
Okay.
did today bring me back his acceptance letter.
Okay. So the committee is meeting next Monday at 5:30.
Yes.
So are either you going to go to the transfer station committee meeting?
Monday at 5:30.
Yeah. Did you post it so that
Yes.
we can have select board members, more than one select board member there? Okay,
I can adjust the posting saying that by chance there may be more than one select person, like I do for the HCA meeting, that there will
Right.
be additional, maybe more than one. It doesn't make it a select board meeting, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I
Perfect,
can
yeah.
add that.
and Kyle's going to be there, correct?
He's never responded to me sending it out, saying that he was available, but he was on the email. So I'm going to make an assumption that he will be there since it's,
Because he
Part
should
of
be
his
there,
job.
he needs to be there,
yeah,
okay. We have a franchise agreement from Charter Communications. And I took a look at it and it's a 15-year agreement. So I'm concerned because normally we can only sign agreements for a year at a time. And there's a revocation clause, but that's like if they don't follow their end of the bargain, we can have a public hearing and go through a process. It's not like a opt-out clause. So I reached out to NHMA. And let me- And basically, at first they said it had to go to the legislative body, which would be town meeting. But that we could for agreement greater than a year, we could sign it on pending legislative approval, so we could move forward. I then reached out to clarify that we're not paying anything out, they're paying us. Because you have to go to town meeting if we're obligating funds. So if we're obligating funds further in advance than a year, technically it needs to go to town meeting unless there's a opt-out clause. And so what NHMA said is that the reason why town meeting approval is required for multi-year contracts is because these types of agreements are considered long-term debt essentially. And so are not different from asking for a bond, but this isn't that. So this is revenue, not debt. So we probably need to get legal counsel on this. I'm not feeling comfortable signing it.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it, but if
I
I
don't-
think so.
I don't even know what it is.
So it was emailed to both of you.
Yeah, I don't have a computer right now.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's it's, and if we look on our revenue, we get a little bit of money. And I've always wanted, but that's what this is. It's for a franchise, and I don't think we've been able to locate the prior
I
agreement.
haven't found anything.
I don't remember anything since I've been on the board, and I came on the board in 2019, so. So that brings up, we had talked about legal counsel. So we can come back to the franchise agreement. Did you check on the rates
Yes.
for
So the current rate for Nate is $260 an hour,
okay,
and Mitchell Municipal Group sent us a letter regarding our request. Their top tier attorney is $255 an hour.
and I think the hourly rate's only part of it. I just, over the last couple of years, whenever we went to Nate, our legal bills have been higher. There's been more time expended on legal matters. We've had to do more follow-up than we had to with the Mitchell Municipal Group.
Where is each one located?
Mitchell is in Laconia and Nate is in Concord.
Yeah. I mean, this is an example of some of the issues I had brought forward a long time ago about them. We've had things like on invoice, it'd be charges that weren't even ours. We never experienced that with a Mitchell Municipal Group.
Here's the, that's what we got from Mitchell.
For Upton and Hatfield, is the 650 for Nate, or is that for
The 260,
the 260?
that's for Nate.
I wouldn't call him a,
He's not a
Top.
partner,
no, he's not a top tier.
no.
That's who we had prior to the current one.
Yes. Do you have any more questions? Is there more information?
No, I did review the summary that she sent out of the bill. Seeing that, and I don't think I have any questions.
Okay. I make a motion that we go back within Mitchell Municipal Group for our legal counsel.
So
All in favor? Aye. Okay. And I make a motion that we send the Charter Communication franchise agreement to the Mitchell Municipal Group for review before we sign it.
and that's the 15-year.
Agreement, yeah, the one we were just
Second,
talking about, that, yep. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, no, you sent out an email to schedule a building committee meeting.
I did,
Report on a lot of the projects we started the last couple of years.
yes, the first Monday in May.
So is that scheduled then?
I only had 2 people get back to me saying that they were available, but not everybody always responds, so I think we could probably just go ahead and schedule that. And
Okay,
then if there's a lot of people that come back and say they can't, then we can always change it. But
okay,
it's Monday, 5/4 at 5:30.
okay. Good. Has the Conservation Commission met since we met?
Yes, the big thing is the Dalton Town cleanup on the 18th. Which is this coming Saturday.
Okay, is there like a cookout or something afterwards?
See a cookout afterwards, meet here at the municipal building at 8:30.
Okay, apologize, I'm not gonna participate this year.
I have bags,
Personally.
so if there's, people
And
who
we've got
want-
all the, like the vests and,
yeah,
that.
everything is in the room there.
okay,
Yeah.
And on that, I need to change, I think I mentioned I couldn't do the conservation committee.
okay.
I have a conflict, so. Can you do it?
Third Tuesday of every
It's a
month,
third
right?
Tuesday.
Can't do Tuesdays.
Can't either. During the summer, I might be able to, but the rest of the time I can't.
I can maybe make a couple of them, but I can't guarantee all of them, so. Want to stick with the way it is, that's fine.
Yeah, I think if we can try one of us, maybe touch base every month and see who can go.
Okay.
What time are their meetings?
6 p.m.,
6, yeah.
6 p.m. on Tuesdays.
I might be able to go for half an hour.
Not all about it.
They're usually pretty quick.
Yeah.
They're usually a half hour or so.
I could go for half an hour.
I mean, unless they have something,
Yeah, the last one. was
Major.
Long at like 35, 40 minutes.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Planning board?
All about it.
Oh, no. Do
Chris is here though.
you have an update from the planning board?
Nothing happened at the last meeting at all.
Okay.
So it was nice.
Oh, yeah. There were a couple of DES permits that I just forwarded to the planning board today about subdivisions and lot line adjustments we talked about.
Yeah, some of those, so those were for some subdivisions that we had approved.
Pending some
of
changes to-
Getting those,
Yeah.
the DES.
So that's why I forwarded them to you.
Yes.
So, okay. So you and I were gonna tag team, although do you want to be on planning board? You want to be the liaison for the planning board?
Can't do both. You wanna stick with the way it is and we'll figure out Tuesdays, but
Okay,
he said he can't do Tuesdays.
yeah, and Tuesdays are not good for me either, but and Wednesdays are really not good for me either. I had to leave something else early to get over here for planning board, so I would love to have somebody else do it. For now, why don't we all be on the emails and we'll try for the next month or two to just work it out
Yeah.
so that one of us is there.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a Conservation Commission meeting
Tomorrow. Isn't it tomorrow?
21st, next week.
Oh.
Next Tuesday.
Sorry.
So you can't go to that.
That's the one day I work late.
Okay. Hopefully I'll be driving by then. I hate to commit right now because things are pretty tentative.
If I'll just get a hold of me and I'll see if I can adjust.
Hmm?
Just get a hold of me and I'll see if I can adjust.
Okay, okay. So one of us will try to go.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next meeting, we'll try to work on the planning board meeting. Tom?
Yeah, I just wanted to remind you that, I don't know how much trash is gonna be, but, Casella, if somebody calls, they'll set a can and it won't cost the town nothing for the cleanup.
Okay, like a dumpster?
I brought that to the board when I was on it. And I also brought it to the board.
To the Conservation Commission, they're the ones who are planning this, so,
Yeah, I brought it to them too, and they told me to bring it to the board, and I did. So just letting you know. The phone call will save the town some money. Unless they changed it, I don't know, I'm just relating what I know.
do you want to give them a call and ask if they will do that for the,
Sure.
okay.
Who do I need to talk to, Tom? At Casella?
I think maybe Rebecca or Mark, I don't know.
Maybe see if the Conservation Commission has already done that. They would have or not,
Or Kyle? I don't,
yeah, I don't know,
okay.
okay. I don't think we have any updates from the host community agreement. I think there's another meeting scheduled
And so,
of April. (5:30),
or
but I didn't get it on my calendar, so I'm glad we're talking about it. Or 6 o'clock,
I have it down 5:30, so.
okay. Sure. Paul will send something out. Okay, we have the hazard mitigation application, which should be complete. We need to sign off so it can be submitted.
Yep.
Ron, did you have anything about the hazard mitigation plan? Is it ready for submission?
Otherwise, we just need to sign off on the.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
All the suggestions were incorporated.
is in place and done, and we should be getting.
There's two different documents there.
So that,
I make a motion that we sign the approval letter for submission of our hazard mitigation plan and the certificate of adoption of the hazard mitigation plan.
That's it. Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ron, do you want to come sign this form? Because it's a chair and the,
we should put a little blip on the town website too when we get done and tell everybody it's done and then thank everybody that was on the committee. That was quite a few people that made it happen.
right from your notary.
I didn't bring it to the meeting, but I have it in my office.
Okay.
Yeah, it stays
So
here.
you're notarized.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's it, right? Excellent.
Do you have to, does he have to
I don't
sign the
think-
other one?
We don't need Ron's
Maybe
signature
it's
on that one, right?
Right there, maybe.
Emergency Management Director, yep. One of my 4 positions. Let's see, Management Director. The paperwork. This thing is, it didn't cost the town any money, so
Yeah, that grant helped.
it's nice. Yeah.
And having her do the plan was very important.
And we're working on the EOP, the Emergency Operating Plan update. That should be done fairly soon, so
Okay,
everything will be up to speed again. A lot of it fell behind during COVID, obviously. That's why it
Yeah.
was
so it's good to get it caught
not
up.
lined up the way it was supposed to after that.
Hopefully we don't need it, but it's good to have it in place.
Well, yeah, if you don't have the mitigation one, it kind of hampers your FEMA money and stuff.
Yeah,
We
So,
don't want that.
We
to
don't want
happen.
that. And so, yep, definitely. So this will be great. Yep.
all right, we're waiting for further planning before we put a grant in for transfer station scale.
Yep.
And we didn't, the deadline for the truck replacement, we didn't get the estimates in on that. So
Yeah,
that-
there is another round of grants for that. I let Adam know I still need that
So
truck.
for next year, okay.
Well, it's just like before until the money's gone.
Okay. So you told Adam, so he'll
Yes.
be working on it,
Yep.
okay. And then, we don't know when we'll hear about the fire tanker, the congressionally directed.
No.
Yeah, that could be years.
Yep.
Okay. On the emergency road repairs, the mitigation work is continuing this summer, correct,
Yes.
Adam?
And there's still repair work that's continuing this year. We got the extension, so. I'm assuming that they'll be starting that pretty soon here.
Yeah. I know they were already out grading some of the roads
Yeah,
a couple
so-
days ago. Seemed early, but, okay. Okay, we, for the right to know request, we have the invoices from Upton Hatfield. Did anybody have any problem with submitting those? Any question about
I didn't.
anything that need to be redacted?
No.
I didn't either. Okay. I make a motion that we submit those invoices, for the response to the right to know request.
I'll second
All in favor?
it.
Aye. Bad check resolution?
We need to, I need you guys to, this will then be the final invoice from Upton and Hatfield. So I did go back and look at the other invoice, the 500 and some dollars. It was not paid.
Okay,
She said it was paid, but I went back and looked and it's not paid. So this is the total due that we owe with the March invoice, which was almost $2,000.
okay. You have any objections to paying this?
No,
I think we need to.
Yeah.
I don't think we need a motion. We'd be signing the check.
Yep. As far as the bad check resolution, so we have some bad checks that were written. One is a year old. We've sent it to the police. They've attempted to find the person. She moved out of Dalton. And they haven't been able to track her down. Since then, we've gotten a few others. Things like missing signatures on checks from the transfer station and bad checks that were written for the transfer station or vehicle registration. So I spoke with Troop F and he said that we could pursue legally to go after them to be paid for the bad checks because it's considered theft of services. So there's a process that we would have to follow. They'd have to be notified by certified mail, return receipt. And we all know how that works. Some people just never pick it up and then. So if we do that, then we have to prove to them that they've gotten notification, which may end up having to be having them served. So then they can pursue prosecution for the statute covering the issuance of bad checks. Registrations can be revoked, so on and so forth. Obviously, transfer station checks, there's no registration to revoke, but he said if we wanted to do that, it would just require the board's approval to move forward with that.
How much are we talking about?
Well, the one car registration check, I think it was like $150. We had someone drop off like 10 or 15 tires and wrote a check that bounced. I mean, most people respond, but some people you don't hear anything from.
Yeah, it's not for the people who respond and who write good checks that,
Well, it's not even about being fair, it's about paying for the services that you're getting from the town, so.
yeah.
I mean, if it's $17 now and $17 later and $17 later and then $100 later, I mean, it adds up. It could end up being $1,000 a year. So,
Thoughts?
Take a little effort to go after and do that, I guess, but
yeah, I mean, essentially it seems that it would really be me sending the information to Troop F and then they would kind of move on it from there.
So
That's
you
what
would
we've
see-
done in the past. If there's something that sits stale too long, I would send it to them and then they would give it to a trooper and have a trooper go visit them at their home or place of employment or whatever and talk to them. And usually that does it. Usually people come in then. But
So this process is different though?
this process is different. This could take it all the way to court, prosecuting them in court for
Okay.
theft of services.
Would the first step still be for the state troopers to visit them or?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, this is just for those
that doesn't work.
that aren't responding at all.
Yeah. I'm only hesitating because I don't want us to pay, $500 for a $50 bad check.
And I I don't believe that, and I can confirm, I could actually just look at the state statute. I believe that the residents could also be required to reimburse us for those costs.
I believe so.
Yeah, it wouldn't be something that we would pay, they would have to pay it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we proceed with trying to collect the money for bad checks.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do we have any other updates or new business?
We do. I have the post-closure report for the old landfill.
Yeah.
We officially received a letter today that we're late, and we also received the new contract for the environmentalists, the Stone Cipher and Clark, who do these things for us. And I read through that. And I think it's fine, but I did tell her that we were going to change the date, stating that they needed to get everything to us by March 15th, so that it allowed the board time to review it prior to Adam or me signing it. Either of us sign it just because we're the contacts, but the board still needs to review it and say, yeah, we're okay with it. You know, she said it could just be signed, and I said, no, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. So,
So I did note that basically everything's stable.
yes,
You know, it says that there's no migration of things and from the test well, it's been stable for years and
right. Yeah, no
There are no
change,
changes.
essentially. So I did send this out to everyone to look at. I mean, you may very well be looking at Greek when you're looking at it.
but the summaries are helpful
Yeah,
and the trend assessment.
Yeah, I looked it over and
Yeah.
nothing alarming jumping out, so.
There were still a couple of things pending. I thought we had put signs up on the landfill, but it's still saying we need signs.
so I thought it was either signs or fence, and I thought that there was fence put
There
up.
was fence, but I thought signs. So we just should look at that. And it might have been different signs than last time or something.
I'll
'Cause I
check
thought-
with Adam.
Yeah,
I'll check with him. Adam and or Kyle, because I think this now falls under Kyle.
okay. I make a motion that we approve Jeanette signing and submitting the
Post-closure
Post-
report.
post-closure report for our old landfill to
I'll second
DES. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I do believe that there's also this application for the renewal of the groundwater management permit. That was the first 3 pages here. And that's just so that they can continue to monitor the groundwater. So that is part of the submission. I don't want.
And that was with the engineering firm or DES?
Yes, no, the engineering firm completed it for us, but it gets submitted together.
Okay. I'm going to amend that or make a second motion to also include the renewal of the groundwater sampling.
Second.
Did you second that, Eric?
No,
Tom?
Warren did.
Warren did. All in favor?
aye.
Did you guys
And then-
want to? Sorry, go ahead.
Because they end in the contract.
Yes, did you guys want to look at that? She did say that I could just mark it up and we would initial it when we sign it. So I did that there.
Because it's basically what we signed last year, right?
Yes, the pricing was a little different, obviously, but not by much, a few $100s. And then we pay the water testing invoice directly to the environmental firm.
I make a motion that we sign the contract for Stone Cipher and Clark for the engineering and with the amendment so that they have the results to us by March 15th.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We have two more small things and then we're done.
Okay, I have one more before I forget.
Okay.
We did receive a notice about the utility line pole replacement project. And the key thing that I took from that document was that there are 2 public hearings scheduled. I had it right up here. Okay. So one of them is the Coas County one is at the White Mountain Regional High School on April 20th at 6 p.m. And there's also one in Grafton County on April 29th at 6 p.m. at the the Lincoln Woodstock School. We've reviewed information about this. The other thing for Warren's information is we've gotten quite a bit of information from people in surrounding communities who are opposed to this project. We haven't taken any action as a board. But I just want to throw that out there. I honestly don't have an opinion.
Just
Oh, well.
upgrading the lines, right?
They are, they're building new roads as they do it and concrete platforms, so there's some disruption to the soil. And then the towers are bigger and higher. So there's some objection from other communities to that. So I just want to put that out there. I don't know that we need to take any action. I mean, if you feel so, speak up.
No, I don't feel so.
Okay. But I did want to,
Everything I've seen, they're putting
Hmm?
everything back. All that I've seen, they've been putting it back.
yeah, and I know when they came into the presentation, even though the roads look pretty invasive right now and the concrete pads, they show projections in 10 years where it'll be grown over.
They use a lot of the wooden temporary roads and they take those up when they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Equipment
yeah,
mats.
Yeah, but then they do concrete pads, so, it's not without disruption, but and the towers are higher than the existing ones. But I did at least want to have it in the notes about the public hearings.
And that is posted in the vestibule on the bulletin board.
Okay,
They addressed all the landowners. They came and paid me a visit. Part of my property goes under the power line.
oh, okay,
And they've come around and talked to everybody that's got property involved and they've already started it. The roads are already being built at this time,
yeah,
but they did come around and talk to every property owner that was.
and they came to the planning board a
What's
couple of
that?
years ago, didn't they, Chris?
They came to the select board.
Or the select board?
They was
Okay.
by just a few weeks ago and talked to everybody again and said that they had started the project and that they're working on it now. They're coming right down behind that place within a
Okay.
few days. Yeah, so I don't personally have.
I've got the notice of final tax date form. This is the form that's required from BTLA every year, just basically stating that I'm certifying a copy of the forms been provided to the selectmen and or assessors to review. I know last year there was a question regarding the supplemental property tax warrants, and we changed that to yes, but it should be no, because while we do issue supplemental warrants, they're not for property taxes, they're for other things.
Okay, so they're for like the sewer.
Yes,
Okay.
sewer, yield,
or
excavation,
excavation.
yeah.
So actually, you're just providing this to us. We don't need to act on this, right?
You don't
Because
need to
you
act on it. I
certify it
just-
as tax collector.
I just have to, as tax collector, show it to you and then send it to them.
Okay.
I guess to make sure you guys know that everything has been done. And then the only other thing that I have is to discuss how we'll handle the assessing for under Canvas. Whether we want to hire Sansucci to do that for us, or whether we will ask our contracted regular assessor to do it.
Does our contracted assessor have the,
I don't know if he has the experience in that.
is he coming in soon?
I believe that he's going to be here this week,
Okay.
so I can ask him. And then we can discuss this again. Sansucci had sent an email the end of February asking, and I had said that we weren't sure yet.
Okay. Seems like we should, since Susie does like our ampersand
All the utilities.
in all the utilities. And I know for other towns, he's done business assessments too, which are more complicated than property. And it seems like we should probably look at under Canvas and maybe other businesses in town as well. Perhaps we should see if a regular assessor can before we contact Sansucci
I can ask him.
and then come back and address it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, they can ask our regular assessor, we're gonna have a contract with.
Be cheaper
Right.
anyway.
Hmm?
The assessors be cheaper.
Yeah.
Right, but he may not have the expertise to do it too,
Doesn't, then we can. address
that we
it.
can.
And it's probably not included. It may not, as a business, it may not be included in their current contract.
So that'd be good to find out the
Yeah.
cost. Mike,
Yeah, I.
can you identify yourself? I've been remiss.
707 Dalton Road. On the subject of commercial property, I took the time in the last few days to print up a property card on all the commercial property in town. And I'm gonna hand each of you a copy of them. And just as an example, there was a commercial property that sold last year that's assessed at $100,000 right now. And is sold for 1.6 million. So that might give you some idea about what isn't being taxed properly and maybe things that are overtaxed. I don't know. Anyway, give you something to look at. There's all different kinds of property, all the ones I could find. I used the Better Building, the Better Business Bureau. And the all the different sources to find the businesses that are in town.
Okay.
And I'm sure there are probably other ones that I missed.
Do you want to set up this to provide to show the assessor? Ms. Campbell's?
Yeah.
They range from a Dalton Country Store to gravel pits to logging businesses to
Right.
storage unit in Dalton. They're all different businesses. I just
Yep.
got as many as I could find.
Yeah, so I think, and maybe we reach out to both Sansucci and our assessor and find out the cost and recommendations
Okay.
for level of expertise. And then we can maybe move forward on it next meeting or two.
Underlined in pink is just some of the details that I think are important, like a property that's got 3/10 of an acre. And is taxed at a certain rate or assessed at a certain rate. All that kind of stuff is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And I didn't make any value judgment on any of it myself, I'm just.
And I don't know, I'm not an assessor, I don't know, so. Good, thank you for that information.
Sure.
I know we do need at least one non-public
We've
for
got a
personnel.
few non-public.
Okay. Do we have any other new business or updates?
I do not.
Do we have any public comments?
Do you have me on the agenda
Yes.
to discuss?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yep.
I'm not sitting here. It's
It's-
been so interesting.
It's
now. I
it's
wanna tell you.
non-public. It's a non-public session, so that's why we haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what. It's been great.
Any public comments?
So I've got one personnel and one, two legal, maybe three legal.
Okay. I make a motion that we go into non-public session for personnel and for 3 legal issues.
Not second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You second that, Eric?
Yeah.
Yours is one of them? Yep.
You wanna do it?
Can we, yeah, let's get Ruth out of the way, if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Yep, all right.
If you want to
Spanish,
build,
did you hear that?
let's say you own a.
Entrada.
You want to give your daughter.
Spanish.
Oh, that heat kicked in big time.
Did it, or is it just because we had the door closed?
No, I heard it kick in before we left. It pounded in. And there's a big difference
Really
between that
quick.
hallway and coming in here. I
Well,
felt
there's no
humid.
heat on out there really at all. It's
Yeah, but
the
I'm wearing a
thermostat.
sweatshirt.
Okay,
Didn't
Okay.
bother me, it just, oof, you felt the heat coming in.
I make a motion that we seal the minutes from non-public session number 1.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 2, we don't seal. That becomes public after we make the decision. Number 3, I make a motion that we seal those minutes. That was you, Eric, right?
No.
That was
I
more.
gotta shut that door. Or stop talking.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So 1 and 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second it.
That was Eric, right?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everybody.
We're adjourned. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.